Now, I don't know if you remember, on the last video, I mentioned I'd tell you about plant labels, and I completely forgot. So, plant labels. When you write in your bits on, don't use silver or gold metallic pens. Good little tip this. Because if you do that, you put them in the ground, put them in your pots, the magpies will take them out, especially when the sun comes out and they glisten. Because as we know, the magpies go for things that are shiny. The good lady of the house bought me 2 little olive trees, and one of them come in a smashed pot. So she wrote to the company and said to them, you know, pots are smashed, and could they send a replacement? There was only one pot that was slightly cracked. I wasn't really bothered about it, but they sent us 2 new olive trees. So I've now got 4 olive trees. They're not the big ones, that these little ones here. And I mean, olive trees, when you buy them, they can run into like 5, 6, 7,000 pounds. If you buy them in the big pots, well-established trees. But these are just little baby ones, and hopefully, if I look after them right, they'll grow into the big trees over time. Obviously not in my lifetime, but... So, if you don't know nothing about olives, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what we're going to do. Now, these pot bound, they need to be potted on. We are going to pot these into clay pots as opposed to bigger plastic pots. They are a little bit dehydrated. I don't know if you can see that in there. The olives that are on there have started to shrivel up a little bit. So this is why we're going to pot them up the way we do. Now, in here, what we got a third of each. We've got a third of compost, multi-purpose. We've got a third of perlite and a third of grit. Olives do not, because they're from the Mediterranean, they don't like sitting in damp, cloggy soil. They're drought tolerant, but they do love good drainage. So this is ideal for olives. Now onto the pots. Now with the terracotta pots, as all good gardeners know, they are porous. They absorb moisture. So we don't want to be putting the plant straight in there, because if there's any moisture in the plant and in the soil, it's going to absorb into the clay. So what we're going to do, we're going to soak the clay pots. Now this is the way it was done in the Victorian times, and it's very interesting when I read up on it. It starts to bubble. I've got 2 there that are already done. Let's empty them because I need some more water in there. Now, you leave them for about 20 minutes, and what happens, As the clay absorbs the water, it gives off bubbles, and it's not going to do it. Yes, it is. It's starting to give off little bubbles. After about 20 minutes, or when all the bubbles are gone, they're safe to use. And because the clay has got all the moisture in it, it doesn't absorb the moisture out of the plant. That's a little tip for you, if you didn't already know. Now on to the repotting. We've got our wet clay pot. One little crock in the bottom, that's all you need. You don't need any more than that. Get all that good compost into the pot. Up to about where the neck is. Now on all pots, whether it be plastic or clay, you get a little neck. And I find that gives you, a bit too much, gives you a little bit of wiggle room to get your plant in. Now you can put the pot in there and backfill, but it's a lot of faff. So, plant. We're going to take this one, pot in a pot, pick out all the grassy bits of nonsense that we don't want in there, and then we'll try and get this off. A pair of secateurs I think will be ideal, and very gently just cut the plastic label off, get rid of that. That needs to go as well. I'll say it needs to go. It's a bit, it's elastic. That's it. Let it come off. Have a little look. You see how it's pot bound, where the pot's just all split down the side. And what we're going to do, actually it's a little bit bigger than what I thought. Crumple? What sort of word is crumple? Break it up a little bit. Mix in some of that original soil with what's there. And pop it in the pot. Like so. And we'll backfill with compost. Now I'm not going to label these because I know what they are. Alright. And now, don't know what that is my first little olive tree. Now to this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a little bit of feed. And olive tree feed, which is ideal. And I think it was 2.5 litres, was it? No, 4.5 litres. One capful to 4.5 litres. Now, because we've distressed it a little bit, I'm just going to give it a little drink. not a lot, just so it soaks itself in and settles down. And because we've added all the grit and the perlite, all that moisture will soak straight out. The roots will absorb it as it's going down. There you go, the first olive tree. I'm going to get these others done and I'll be back very soon. So there you have it, our 4 olive trees. Some bearing fruit, some not, but they're all in. Put into the bigger pots for now. They'll probably need repotting in probably 2 or 3 years' time, depending how well they get established. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. I did learn a lot while I was looking up on these. I've never grown them, so it was quite an interesting little challenge. If you're growing olives, enjoy them. I certainly will, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how these grow on. That's me done. Take care. I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.